Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the AJ Analysis channel, where Matt is starting things off by talking absolute facts in the chat. Good to see you, Matt. Hope you're well. Good to see you, FP, as well. How are you doing, my friends? Today, as you can see, something a little bit different. Euro 2024 predictions is the plan today. We only got mods in the chat right now. If you're in the chat, say hi. Josh, good to see you, mate. Gold badge. Oh, yeah, they look nice, you know. The gold badges do look good. I don't know if there's a better colour than that. How are we doing, guys? How are we feeling? Euro 2024 is nearly here. It starts tomorrow night. And for me personally, when it comes to international football, I'm a big fan. A passionate, of course, passionate Manchester United fan. But international football, England, it just hits a little bit different for me personally. So I'm really looking forward to the tournament. What we're going to do today is... No, not this. Hi, guys. Go through the groups, go through the predictions using the Telegraph website, and yeah, go through our predictions. I'm aware today we probably won't get as many people in the chat as what we normally do, just because obviously we normally talk about United, and today we're talking about England. But yeah, we're gonna do it anyway. We will wait a little bit before anyone joins. What's everyone's kind of immediate thoughts though? What's everyone's instinct? Who's winning the tournament? Golden Boot winner? Who's a team to watch out for? Nev, good to see you, mate. Oh, Manu's here as well. Oh no, he's sending the slander. I backed what Matt said, by the way, Manu. I hope you know that. Go on, give me your immediate predictions. Who wins the tournament? Who is a team to watch out for? Who is a player to watch out for? Who's a player who's kind of gonna come in out of nowhere and blow up and really perform? Because I feel like we tend to see that at international tournaments. You get a player who randomly shines out of nowhere. Everyone's talking about him. He gets linked to every club. So who is that player going to be this summer? Chad reckons Albania are going to go all the way. Okay, I like it. Everyone likes an underdog story. That might be beyond underdog, but I like it. G, good to see you. Good to see you. How are you? Nev given his order of favourites. England, obviously, of course. Portugal, Germany, and France in that order. I think there's... What I want to try and do with these predictions, right, is because it's something a little bit different. I feel like everyone who has done this, certainly everyone that I have seen, ends up with the same thing of that last four: England, Portugal, Germany, France. Everyone ends up with the same thing, and I feel like you always get at least one surprise team. They may not get all the way to the last four, granted. We'll see how the predictions go. But you always get someone out of nowhere produces something. Look at Morocco at the last World Cup, for example. The Euros before that, Denmark went further than what anyone expected. So there's always a surprise. It's never quite as straightforward as those are the best four teams. They're going to make it all the way. So I want to see who that is going to be this year, who we are going to come up with. Romania are my dark horses. Have them get into the quarters. What group are they in? They're definitely in a group you can get out of, to be fair. That's the other thing as well. This year, how the tournament is set up is borderline more difficult to go out than it is to go through. You have to work quite hard to go out of the tournament this year, I feel. What is it? 8 teams will go out, so 2/3 of the teams will progress to the next round. Should we start off with Group A? Should we just get straight into it? Like I said, if more people join, they do. If not, it's just us guys. Edward can't make it today. All the best. No worries, mate. Have a good one. Hopefully catch you next time. Start off in Group A. Germany, Scotland, Hungary, Switzerland. Of course, Germany, Scotland kicking off the tournament tomorrow night. I don't know. I feel like straight away this group's a spicy one. Austria are my dark horses, but I believe there are some injuries. But Rangnick will cook. The thing with that Austria side is I believe a lot of the players come from the Red Bull clubs. And we know how they like to play with the high pressing intensity. We know that Rangnick wants to do something similar. So I think Austria are going to be a bit of an anomaly at this tournament, tactically. And yeah, that's exciting for that reason. David is in the chat. David, thank you very much for the gifted membership. It went to Colin Park. Colin, mate, make sure to say thank you. David, thank you very much. Guys, you know what to do. Love hearts in the chat. Love hearts in the chat to say thank you. Turn the chat green. Good to see you, David, mate. I hope you are well. Albania has the backing of my heart, but I reckon Hungary, Serbia, and Scotland can have a good run. We'll start off there then. And what's important to consider, particularly as we get to the third place teams, is actually not just who's going to finish in what order, but also what points they're going to get. So we start in this group, Group A. I think everyone will have Germany first, right? Why is it moving? Everyone's going to have Germany first. Do you think they win all 3 games? Because I feel that Scotland in the first game, let me just get the fixtures in order on my phone. Scotland in the first game is just straight away potentially a tricky one. I don't think there is an easy game at international football. First night, there's a lot of pressure. There is a lot of pressure as the host nation, and I done a video the other day looking at Germany's tactics, and I was actually I was speaking quite positively, I'd say, about the German side and their chances. And there were a lot of people from Germany in the comments saying, we are not that excited. You know, I was talking quite glowingly about them, and Germans were like, we're not that excited over here. So that's an interesting thing to consider, because they're obviously seeing something. Does Germany have a proper striker? I think Havertz will start the tournament up front, and I wonder if you see him not really having too great an impact, and then Füllkrug, I believe is how you say his name, the Dortmund striker, then comes in. That's how I can kind of see it going. Nev saying Germany on 7, Scotland 7, Hungary 5, Switzerland 0. I think that adds up. So that would mean, so who's beating who there? So you're saying Germany would beat Hungary and Switzerland. So you've got Hungary on too many points, I think. I think Germany draw. No, I think Germany win all 3. I think Germany win all 3. Who would you go for in second? Out of Scotland, Hungary, Switzerland, if Germany are winning all the games, obviously they can't take points there. Scotland, Hungary, Switzerland is a head-to-head kind of triangle. Who do you think beats who? Does Scotland beat Hungary or Switzerland? Is the question, I guess. But we'll start with Scotland, all right? We'll start with Scotland. Do Scotland win a game against Hungary? Will that be their second match of the tournament? Let's have a look. Where is it? So Scotland will face Switzerland in the second game. Hungary will face Germany. Do Scotland get enough points against either of those two? I think Scotland beat Switzerland and draw with Hungary. So that's 4 points. I think you get Scotland and Hungary both on 4, Switzerland on 0. So Germany 9. Scotland and Hungary both beat Switzerland, which gives them 3 points each. And then Scotland and Hungary draw against each other. Am I being biased towards Scotland? No, not really. I don't like them. Who would have the higher goal difference, I guess, out of the two? What do you reckon? Who loses better, if you like, against Germany, and who also wins better against Switzerland? Captain McTominay will finish the job. Yeah, there's certainly a McTominay interest there, I think. I think Hungary will advance, but with that third place thing, they ain't beaten Switzerland. Who isn't? Scotland. I reckon we go this order then. This order? Germany just need a better left centre back. Yeah, Jonathan Tah likely to play there, I believe. McTominay is going to be top scorer of the tournament. I'd put them top. Quite bold, quite bold. They ain't beaten Switzerland, either of them. Am I being harsh on Switzerland? Switzerland's better than what I'm giving them credit for. Let me have a look at the Switzerland squad real quick. I'll read out some of the players too, yeah? You guys can have your input. I should have got this set up so you could have it on screen, really. So Switzerland, in terms of standout players, obviously Granit Xhaka. I believe, is this the first tournament for a while where Mbolo isn't going? You've got Okafor in the forward line. He's definitely a threat as always. In the defence, you've got the likes of Akanji, Fabian Schär. I think Switzerland will do better than that, to be honest. Did well at the last Euros. Aside from Xhaka and Akanji, what does Switzerland have? So I saw a video the other day. I haven't actually watched Switzerland myself, I'll be honest. But I believe Switzerland create an incredible amount of chances. They just don't actually take them. It's what I've heard. So do we put them above Scotland? Are the Scots coming out of this with like 1 point, losing to Germany and Hungary, drawing against Switzerland? So that would have Germany 9 points. I've got a feeling Scotland are going to do something though. Don't forget Sommer, a great goalkeeper. Yep, good shout. This might be the hardest group to predict. I didn't think this first one was going to be quite as difficult as this. Alright, let me think. Hungary against Switzerland. Who wins that game? I'm going to give it to Hungary. Hungary get 3 points there. Hungary against Scotland. Who wins that game? Hungary. So, okay, Hungary on 6 points. Hungary are through and are second. Scotland, Switzerland, head-to-head, who wins? That decides the bottom two. And they're both playing. They're on 0 points outside of that game. So whoever wins is going to end the group on 3 points and have a chance of going through. Switzerland beat Scotland. Scotland won over Spain. Why can't they do the same against Switzerland and Hungary? Oh, they absolutely can. That's why I'm debating it this much. Who do we go for? Quickly, one word. Who's higher out of Switzerland and Scotland? I think Hungary will come second. Switzerland and Scotland, I just want one word. Who will finish higher? Like I said, there's not many of us in chat today, so if you are here, get involved in the chat because we've got less people, so keep things going. Germany and Switzerland for me. You're probably right the way it is. I don't know, part of me feels like Scotland might do something. Germany, Switzerland, Hungary and Scotland. I think Scotland has FP, Chad says the same, so does Josh. I think in chat, Scotland have edged it, so we'll go with that for now. So we've got 9 points at the top, then 6, then 3, then 0. Switzerland have ended on 0. Switzerland have got a good team? Yeah, they do. They do have a really good team, but I think the whole group is strong. I think it's an underrated group, personally. Group B. Where do you start with this? Spain-Croatia will be the first game of this group. Then you've got Italy-Albania later that night. Albania actually pretty good from a defensive point of view from a lot of what I've heard. Italy, not what they once were. Not as good as what they were at the last tournament. Croatia, arguably a little bit the same. A couple of players who are still very good, the likes of Brozovic, Modric, and etc. They're still good, but they're not quite as good as what they were. Spain, I think, are really underrated coming into this tournament. I think in midfield, you're looking at Rodri, Pedri, Fabian Ruiz. I think that's a really strong midfield in terms of what it can do on the ball. But I also think the balance of the front three as well. Lamine Yamal is unbelievably good, and I think he'll start on the right wing. Nico Williams on the left, you guys know how much I like him. And I think Morata up front is a really underrated striker. Captain of the side this year, so he will start, he will play games. I think Spain progress in the top two. It's just the order of those two for me. I think Spain and Croatia are top two. It's the order. Spain top. When I done it the other day, I wrote it down the other day. I had Croatia top, but I'm really undecided. They literally play each other the first game, and I think they draw that first game. Italy might surprise you. Yeah, I think Italy will come in third, and I think they will go through as one of the teams. Okay, Spain against Croatia. I reckon it's a draw. I reckon Spain beat Italy, and I reckon Spain beat Albania. So Spain are on 7 points. Croatia draw with Spain, so they're on 1 point. Croatia beat Albania, so they're on 4 points. And I'm going to go they draw with Italy, which would put them on 5, right? A win and 2 draws. And then Italy are going to get 4 points, beating Albania, drawing with Croatia. Albania, unfortunately, bottom. Sorry, Chad. Does that sound about right to you guys? Spain is one of those internet teams that would be such a great club team, but maybe not amazing on the international stage. The one thing I will say about Spain is they're not quite as dull and boring as what they were. I think they've got this reputation for being sideways, sideways, sideways all the time. I don't think they are that anymore. Yes, it's largely still that, but when they get forward, when they get the ball to Yamal and Nico Williams, much more direct. Much more direct when those two get the ball. Manuel saying, no. This man does not agree. My ranking will be very different. How would you have it, Chris, mate? What would your order be? Spain wins all the games. Any team with Rodri is dangerous. Yeah, I think Spain will have 7 or 9 points. I think they're too strong. I don't know. The Italians, I don't think are great. I think they've got some good players, and they've got a good manager as well, and Spalletti, to be fair. I'm just not sure it's all going to come together for them. And there's something about Croatia. You can look at them and go, they're not a great team and not got great players or whatever. But they just find a way of doing it. Like Matt said, they've got that dog in them. They just find a way of doing things. So I'm going to go like that. Group A would be Germany and Switzerland. Yeah, Group A is so difficult. I feel like Hungary, Scotland and Switzerland are really close to each other. Like there'll be 2 points separating 3 teams. So a team might be bottom, but it looks like they had a stinker. The problem with Spain is they're definitely not the same as 2008, 10, and 12. Yeah, I think they do. I think you'll find they get caught out in the last stages of the tournament. I think they'll be alright in the group. I think as it goes on, they struggle a little bit. Anyway, on to Group C. We can always revisit some of these. Group C, we've got Slovenia, we've got Denmark, we've got Serbia, and we've got England. Now, I'm going to try and be unbiased, but I'm also just going to be biased as well, I'll be honest with you. Okay? First game in this group is Denmark-Slovenia. Denmark-Slovenia. Denmark win that game. 3 points. You've got England-Serbia. I think England are on 3 points. England then play Denmark. And I think England win, whilst Serbia beat Slovenia. So we've now got England on 6, Denmark and Serbia on 3, Slovenia on 0. So England will then play Slovenia in the last game. I'm gonna go England 9 points. I think Denmark is the potential sticky one. Actually, I think they're all harder than they look, but I'm gonna go England 9 points. Maybe I'm being a bit over optimistic. It's basically Slovenia bottom on 0, Denmark, Serbia are on 3 points going into this game. Straight shootout. Who's going to win that game? I've got a feeling Serbia take it, but I think I've got to go Denmark. What do you guys reckon to that? Oops, apologies. England not getting more than 7 points. Who would you have them down to draw to? Serbia is a tough game. It's a really difficult game. People are underappreciating how difficult this group is. It's a very, very tough group. So those that are saying 7 points, are we saying England and Denmark draw? And then England beat the other two? Did Denmark beat the other two as well? Put them both on 7. Goal difference will be big. Goal difference will be big. I could see a draw to Denmark. Yeah, I could see it for sure. No way England has beaten Denmark. Laughing face. I think to say no way is a bit far-fetched. You seem to underrate them. They even have potential to top the group. That's why I've got them in the top 2, debating whether they come first. Doesn't sound like I'm underrating them. I swear all I've done is pick them up. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Slovenia are bottom though, aren't they, I think? I think Slovenia are bottom. I think England should be top. Denmark have got a strong defence in midfield. England got a weak defence. The Danish midfield is great on paper. And they are definitely coming into a tournament kind of underrated, I think, Denmark in general. The midfield, like I said, they've got good players in there. I'm not sure how well it's going to perform at international level for them in big games. The likes of Christian Eriksen in there. Højbjerg, should he play? I don't know, it's good. It's good. Obviously, you've got Hjulmand in there as well. They're good players, which is why I've got them in the top 2. And I think they might progress further than that. But I think second is fair enough. You might disagree whether or not you think it'll be England or Denmark. It's completely reasonable to say either of them. I'm going to go England. I think England, I've said it a few times, tactically are going to be very safe, very kind of bland almost. And it's going to come down to the individuals. And I think a lot of international teams will be like that. And I think England have better players than most teams. Top end of the pitch, top end heavy. Obviously, the other teams are going to be a threat. But, yeah, I'm going England top. And you ain't going to change that. Next group. Now, this is where I might have a curveball. Does anyone else see a world where France comes second here? Henrik, good to see you, mate. Oh, he's Danish. Might have to ban you. No, I'm kidding. I got Denmark in a sweepstake locally, so I'd like you to go through in second. Alright, so basically in this group, what you've got is you've got Austria-France is the first game. That is... Oh, by the way, guys. Yeah. You guys are saying about the Dutch will disappoint. I agree. I'm talking Austria might do them. I think Austria might do France. Yeah, I know. It might sound stupid. Right, it might sound stupid. It's the fact that Austria-France is the first game. I've got a feeling they might... Could they both end up on 6? I've got a feeling Austria beat France the first night. Or the first game. Their first game. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why. How would that work out? Have I got a pen somewhere? So Austria beat France. Netherlands beat Poland. So Austria... Now maybe they draw that first game. Yeah, I'm going to say they draw. So Austria draw. France draw. Obviously. Netherlands win. So they're on 3. Poland are on 0. Then we got Netherlands, France after that. I think France win. Austria, Poland. I think Austria win. And then we got Austria, Netherlands. Austria, Netherlands. Austria, Netherlands. Are we looking at a draw there again, actually, maybe? Maybe France are going to top still. France beat Poland. Okay, so I've got it as Poland 0, Netherlands 4, Austria 5, France 7. How do we feel about that? Group D is the toughest, I think. I don't know. I think A to D are all really tough groups. Chris, what do you reckon? Netherlands are competing with England for biggest talent to flop ratio in history. Yeah. Difficult group to exceptionally. Oh, we're lagging out a lot. Apologies for the lag there, my friends. Oh, so Chris is saying Netherlands top. Who do you think they beat France then? Apologies for the lag, by the way. Chris, what's your reasoning for thinking that Netherlands come top? Is there a particular reason, or is it just kind of a vibe you've got? Because of Veerman, good player. Again, yeah, apologies for the lag. Okay, get in the chat and put... I'll skip the ads. Give me your 1 to 4 for this group. Points as well. Go through your head who you think beats who. So like I said, you've got Austria, France is the first game in the group with Netherlands, Poland. Then you've got France, Netherlands. Whilst Austria played Poland. Then you've got Austria, Netherlands, France, Poland. Did that make sense? Give me your points. Netherlands got a stronger midfielder without Frenkie de Jong and Koop Miners. Okay, I like it. So, Chris, do you think they beat France in the head-to-head game there? So Chad saying France, Austria, Netherlands, Poland. That's the order I've ended up with. France, Austria, Netherlands, says David as well. France, Netherlands, Austria, says Mohammed. Netherlands go all the way. Something else I want to hear as well, actually. I think I'm going to put the order in which I initially thought, or what I just calculated. Let me know which team you support. Let me know which team you're supporting at the Euros. If you're not from Europe, especially, who's your kind of team you're rooting for? Frimpong right wing is such a game changer for me. It's going to be really interesting to see whether he actually plays there or not. Josh saying France on 9, Austria on 4, Netherlands on 4, Poland on 0. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't mind that as well. Dumfries right back, Frimpong right wing. Yeah, I'm hoping they do that purely for the interest of seeing it. Neutral, I like it. Can you root for England for me, mate? Okay, so I think the kind of overall thing we've got going on here is France top, Austria, Netherlands, Poland. Whoever I get in the sweepstakes. David, would you not support England just for me, mate? You don't want to see me happy? Rooting for Scotland, Austria, and Portugal. David, where did you say you're from? David Shaw. Did you say you're from Ireland at one point? Or have I completely made that up? If I have, I apologise. I'm not from Europe. I used to root for Netherlands because of Van Persie and Robben. Fair enough. Supporting England from Bermuda. Fish Finger, good to see you, mate. I'm looking at memory. We'll go with this. We'll talk in a few weeks. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, right? Let's make one thing crystal clear. Your ability to predict a tournament like this does not reflect ball knowledge. Please keep that in mind. Please, please, please. Please. Don't be daft enough to think it does. Supporting Poland, Hungary, Portugal, Scotland. I like that. Surely at least one of your teams is going to do well then. Group E. Anyone backing anyone in Group E here? Have we got any fans of Belgium, Slovakia, Romania, or Ukraine? Hong Kong is supporting Germany and Portugal for Bruno and Dallo. You got Germany winning. They'll be right up there. Like I said, I spoke to some German fans, and they're not so confident. It's like we, particularly English people, I think, are almost rating the German side more than what the German fans are, which is interesting. It's good to see that kind of different point of view from it. Anyway, this group, I think it's fairly dull. And sorry, bro, but I'd love to see English finish bottom of the group. You might get banned for that, mate. That's bannable. Bannable offence. I love reading comments in prediction videos and people crying about one they don't agree with. Yeah, literally. Like, it's moronic. It's moronic. You look at the recent tournaments and kind of how they've gone. And people get upset that... Who had Morocco in the semis at the World Cup? Just check them. Not me. It's daft, it's daft. Belgium 7, Ukraine 6, Romania 1, Slovakia 0. The scenes if Belgium don't top this group, and then Chad says Belgium finish in second. Go on then, let's go through it game by game. Belgium beat Slovakia. Yeah, they do, right? So they're on 3 there. The Belgium beat Romania. Okay, I'll put it like this. I think Ukraine and Belgium beat the other 2 teams, so they're on 6 points each. Ukraine, Belgium against each other is where it gets interesting. Spain will do better than people expect. Yeah, I think Spain look good. They have a very strong midfield and they are good defensively, which suits international football quite well. The big thing for them will be that goal output in the final third. Have they got it? I think they've got it more at this tournament than what they have the past couple, which is why I'm kind of backing them. I just got here. How is Netherlands third? We went through the game by game, who we think is going to beat who. We had, I think, Netherlands. We had France beat Netherlands. We had Netherlands beat Poland, and then Netherlands draw with Austria. Again, it could go down to goal difference there, Austria and Netherlands, what way round they are. That could easily go down to goal difference and be switched. Hungary are the underdogs, and Portugal will get to the final, and France will get revenge. Even if Belgium versus Ukraine is a draw, I think Belgium scores more in this group. That's my logic. That's why I've got Belgium top. I've got Ukraine second. And I think Romania beats Slovakia. That's what I reckon. Belgium versus Ukraine. Lukaku misses 4 straight sitters. Wouldn't be unlike him at a tournament. And De Bruyne ends up in a fist fight. I like it. I like it. Something about Romania this year. They finished top of their group in qualifying, I think, too. Did they top their group in qualifying? Yes, Matt. Hamsik was from Slovakia. But don't believe he's there anymore. Let me quickly check the Slovakian squad. See if I'm being harsh and missing anyone. Well, actually, you guys can probably do it quicker than I can. Any Slovakians we should be looking at? Any kind of talents in there? Old or young? Old or young? I mean, I'm going through the squad now. Lobotka in midfield's a good player. Okay, actually, yeah, we've been a little bit harsh. You've got David Hanko at the back, Skriniar at the back. Assuming they've both made the final squad. Dubravka and Rodak as goalkeeper options. They've got a couple of players. I think I'm going to put them bottom, though. Apologies for that. Oblak is Slovenia, not Slovakia. So Josh has got Belgium on 7. I'm just trying to read your message. Got Belgium on 7. You got Romania on 7 as well. I've gone big on that. Ukraine 3, Slovakia 0. Yeah, that adds up. That adds up. Belgium 9, Romania 6, Ukraine 3, Slovakia 0. I don't mind Ukraine. I think Ukraine have got something about them. 12 pick up top can get the goals. Belgium 9 for me? Yeah, I think I agree. I'm going to go with this order. Does anyone want to change it? Don't worry, we'll get to the knockouts. We'll get to the knockouts. I can already see some spicy games there, don't worry. We'll get there. We're good with that group. Now to Group F, where Portugal will most likely finish bottom of the group, realistically. That's a joke, by the way. It's a joke. Portugal are going to top the group. They just will, won't they? I'm pretty sure they beat the 3 other teams, and they get 9 points. I think that's fair. The other 3, I don't know if I see anything particularly stand out. They've all got a couple of decent players. I mean, Turkey obviously kind of famously went into the last Euros as the underdog team who could really do something this tournament and kind of crashed and burned, didn't they? Lost 4-0, 4-1 in the first game. In terms of who Turkey have got, Çalhanoğlu would be the big one, I guess, in the midfield. Looking at some of these other players here. Yilmaz up top, Özcan in midfield, they're good as well. Yildiz as well is a good player. Yildiz, shout out the clubs, guys. Demiral in defence. If we're looking at Georgia, we're looking at how do you say his name? The Valencia keeper. I don't know how you say his name. Mamardashvili? Something like that. And Kvaratskhelia are up top. And then Czech Republic. I know a couple off the top of my head, but let's see what else we've got here as well. Patrick Schick, Souček, Kufal. Kind of the main ones we're looking at here. Outside of that, lacking a little bit. It's not a good group. I feel like the other 3 could actually beat each other once and end up on 3 points. But I'm going to go Turkey. I'm going to go Czech Republic. Yeah, mate, I can read the name, I just can't say it. I'm going to go for that. So Chris has got Portugal top on 9, Turkey 6, Czech Republic on 3, Georgia on 0. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. I think overall, there's going to be a couple you disagree with, right? But that's what happens. It's football. There isn't a right or wrong answer in terms of guessing what's going to happen. It's pure guesswork, right? So I think we've done all right there. We haven't got any big teams missing out, I don't think. So we haven't got anything too rogue. This Group A still haunts me a little bit. Group D is very, very difficult to call. The rest of them, Spain and Croatia, I think it looks 100% outside of Group C. Yeah, banned. Why would Austria win from France? Austria is certainly not a top squad. Fair point, I guess. Fair point. But the counterpoint would be, like, have you heard of an underdog story? Have you heard of an unexpected team winning a football match? I do want to revisit Group D. But, you know, international football is weird. It's really weird. Cup football as well. It's weird. I don't know if you guys clocked. Did you see that Manchester United won the FA Cup this year? Do you think we were the best team in that competition? Do you think we were close to the best team in that competition? No. Right? Cup football is horrible. You know, the best were Borussia Dortmund, Champions League final. Were they in the top 8 teams that entered the competition in terms of squad and tactical level? No. It's cup football, right? It's weird. Weird things happen. So anyone can top any of these groups. Albania can get through. They absolutely can. There was a spell, weren't there? Like a 2-minute spell at the last World Cup where Costa Rica and Japan in a live table were going through in the last game, and Spain and Germany were heading out. Now talk to me about who had the better squads there. Come on. You know what I'll let you guys do is change one group here. If you say C, I'll punch you in the neck. I'll let you change the order of one group. There you go, that's what we'll do. So first of all, decide what group you want to change and then what changes you want to make. And whatever I see the most of in the chat is what we'll go for. I would imagine you'll be looking at Group D, maybe Group B. Change D. Scary thing is when some have equal points and then a goal makes a difference. Yeah, not only in terms of going through and going out, but also who you're going to get in the next round. That's the scary part. Because a goal can put you top of the group and send you down a route of Romania, or second in a group and send you down a route of Germany. It's terrifying. I've said it before, as an England fan, we're the dark horse, with Gareth at the helm and without Maguire. I think the bookies in pretty much every country have us as favourites, right? I don't think we are favourites. I think France are favourites, then Portugal, then us. It's how I purely look at the squads. Not in terms of what I think will happen, but realistically how I would rate the squads. How I think it plays out is slightly different. Group C, because you told us not to change it. Edwick, yeah, banned. Nice gold badge, by the way, mate. Yeah, go on then, guys. What group do we want to change? Group D? D? Okay. What do you want? What order do you guys want? Whatever I see most frequently in chat, we'll go for that. How many teams without a good defence win the Euros? I think it's a myth that England have a bad defence, by the way. It's weakened, but it's not a bad defence. If no one's got anything massively they want to change, then we're going to stick with it and we're going to go on. Group A, Swiss second. Yeah, that again, I think that group can go anywhere. After Germany, anything can happen. Honestly, it might be, can one of them take a point from Germany? It might be that team which get there. You have Kane, that should leave most nations sleepless. England seems dangerous. Yeah, look, right. People would like to banter it because it's England. If you look at, you've got Harry Kane, you've got Bukayo Saka, you've got Jude Bellingham, you've got Phil Foden. Each of those are in the top 5 in the world for their position. Declan Rice is as well. John Stones, in terms of ball playing centre backs, is. Kyle Walker is probably still up there for top 5 right backs. People like to hate and say England are mid because they're jealous that England have got a good team. It's what tends to happen. Switzerland squad is pretty dark horsey. Yeah, I mean, I guess they instantly become dark horses the second I put them bottom, right? Who plays besides Rice? A few different players. I think it'll be Trent. And you've got Southgate? Yeah, checks facts. Euros final, World Cup semi-final. No Maguire, no party. I will miss Baz. Again, people... what's the way of wording this? AJ hates the Netherlands. I think they'll get through, by the way. I think they'll get through. People assume club football and international football are tactically remotely similar, and they just aren't. Okay, France won the World Cup with poor tactics. Again, it was very, very basic, and then the players go do their thing. That's what France done. It's what Portugal back in 2016, right? They drew every single game. They were in 90 minutes. They were terrible that tournament, but they won the whole thing. That's what you've got to consider. Argentina were not good tactically at the last tournament. It's why international football is weird for me to do analysis on, because tactically it is nowhere near the level. Again, the job of a manager is to set it up incredibly basic, do the right things right, the simple things right. The players will take care of the rest. That is unfortunately how international football is played, simply because you don't get the time on the training ground. I think where the managers come into it more in terms of tactically is in-game changes, and that's where I would say Southgate is a little bit behind. I think that's where you can throw the kind of criticism at him and the question marks at him. Tactically, how he sets up close to how I would set up, and how I think most managers would set up with this England team. It's the in-game changes where I think he concerns me in the biggest games. So, yeah. That's how I see it. Tactically, make sure you watch the whole Euros very, very differently. Very, very differently. Anyway, do we have one which we want to change? It's this group, but I think it's this. You know what? We're gonna carry on. I don't see the argument that our defense is weak. It will be almost an identical defense that didn't concede an open play goal last Euros. By second game, our defense will be Walker, Stones, Guehi, Shaw. Yeah, it's a solid defense. It's a very solid defense. Chad, we're not putting Portugal bottom, mate. England do lack pure creative threat outlet in the team. I think that's fair. You asked it before, and we all answered already. What a lovely, friendly message that is, mate. Bro woke up feeling sassy. Okay. You guys didn't all answer, and I don't think there was an agreed answer. Group D was what we agreed on, but there was no changes that anyone particularly agreed on. You wanted Netherlands higher. Not many other people did. So we've got a viewer's family member playing for Austria. Got to back them. True. Corey would want us to have Austria at least here. Yep, you're right. Okay, we've got to work out the points then. Third place, we had Netherlands. We're going to get 4 points. That'll go well. I think Scotland. Did we have Scotland on 3? We had Italy to beat Albania and draw with Croatia, right? So 4. Serbia to beat Slovenia, so 3. We had Netherlands to beat Poland and draw with Austria, so 4. Belgium, we had 9. Ukraine, 6. Romania, 3. A lot of 3-pointers here. This is why it's so difficult to go out of this tournament. And then Portugal, we had on 9 points. Turkey on... Yeah, okay, Group F. How many points did the Czech Republic get? I'll back Austria if Corey stops taking my position on clubs. True. Anyway, Group F, how many points did Czech Republic get? So Portugal beat the lot of them, are on 9, so the most they can get is 6. Turkey beat Georgia and beat Czech Republic, or draw there? I said 4. Let's go check. 4. Okay. So in terms of this order, yeah, someone said go to round 16. It's because of we have to figure out the points to figure out actually what the order is here. So I think, does it go Italy, Netherlands? Italy, Netherlands, Czech, we're all on 4. And then it's the goal difference of Scotland, Serbia, Romania. Who do you want to put through? Yeah, by the way, the Austria prediction has got every chance to fall flat on its face and finish bottom of the group. There is every chance that happens. Every chance that happens. Again, it's the beauty of it, right? It's the beauty of it. That's why I'm going to delete this stream after so no one can see it. Big brain. Not Scotland? Yeah, I feel like if we put Scotland, Josh might leave the channel, so we may not put Scotland. What do you reckon, guys? Who's got higher goal difference? You can look at the groups there. Scotland, Serbia, Romania. What do we reckon? Keep Romania in? Okay, people are saying Scotland just to hate on Josh, and I respect that. I don't know that they will, though. Serbia. Romania? How much did Romania beat Slovakia by? I guess the question is then, based on what we've got, is how much does Scotland beat Switzerland by? How much are Serbia going to beat Slovenia by? And how much will Romania beat Slovakia by? I think it's Scotland. I'm going to go Scotland. Yeah, why not? This doesn't matter, does it? Okay. That gives us this. This gives us that round of 16, which is spicy. Most of the big teams, the proper big teams, have avoided each other, but there's some nice games there. Aren't Scotland on poor form though? Yep. But I've got McTominay, and that's all that matters. I got a feeling about Scotland. No Poland? I think Poland are another team who could spring a surprise in that group because it's such a tight group. And basically, any groups which are tight, any team can make it. If it's a close group, any team can make it from it because all it takes is 1 goal and you've got yourself 3 points. And then if you can nick a draw off someone else, you're on 4 and you're almost definitely through. Like 4 points pretty much guaranteed you're through in this tournament. So, yeah. Germany, Denmark. Okay, let's have a think. Germany obviously would be favourites, home team and all that. Very good squad. Do Denmark have enough to trouble Germany? They do. They would trouble them. It would be a difficult game. What do you reckon the score would be in that game? So many random factors make the tournament prone to produce exciting surprises. Henrik knows ball. He understands international football. That feeling is the support you'll be giving them after the group stage. If you're talking about Scotland, I am their biggest hater. I am preying on their downfall. 2-1 Denmark. Ooh, spicy. Come on, guys, give me some scorelines in the chat. Germany, Denmark, 1-1, 2-1 to Denmark after extra time. Denmark wins. You guys are going Denmark over Germany. 2-1 Germany, says Tim. 3-2 Germany. Come on, guys, give me some more scorelines. By the way, if this was to be a game, I would cover it on the channel, best believe. Denmark are not bad at the moment. No, good team, good team. That's got an extra time 2-1 win for Germany, in my opinion. 6-1 to Germany, are you saying? Germany are weird. Yeah, I think, like I said, German fans are really kind of worried about the tournament. I think kind of how the German fans have gone, in their opinion, is they were unsure when Nagelsmann first came in. He was kind of flipping about with a few different systems and it weren't working. Then we had the March friendlies where they beat France and Netherlands and actually played pretty well. And that kind of got them all like, okay, we can go do something here. And then I think the squad came out and they're a bit like, there's good players here, but how amazing is it? I personally still think it's solid. And then the recent performances, kind of the pre-tournament friendlies, haven't been very good. But I don't think that matters. I think Germany would win this game. Let's just do a poll. That makes way more sense. Why am I not doing a poll? The Germans are very... Yeah, I think... My personal opinion is that Germany get through. But let's take it to a poll. It'd help if I could spell. Here we go. Here we go. I feel Denmark, but you can't bet against Germany and Wirtz. The German attack is nice, right? In the midfield, kind of moving into the attack, he's good. We've got 60% Germany at the moment, 64%, 58%. Make sure you vote, guys. Wirtz going to get most assists. Yeah, so my main concern with Germany, I said it the other day, is the lack of attacking threat out wide. Kimmich and Mittelstadt, when they get forward, you know, we cover it quite a lot in club football, that when you play against a deep defence, it becomes really compact in the middle of the pitch. A lot of the time it is about, can you do something on the outside? That's where I worry about Germany. The games where it's trapped in the middle, can they go on the outside? See, someone said Sane. I think Sane is going to be one of the most valuable substitutes at this tournament, because I think most likely Musiala and Wirtz start either side of Gundogan. The ability to bring Sane into that, offer something different, will be big for them. I think as a sub, he'll be huge. I'm gonna go for Germany. We'll go Germany through here. Next up, Hungary, Croatia. Power of friendship is the meta in international tournaments. Forget tactics. It genuinely is. It genuinely is. I'm telling you, international football, it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. Didier Deschamps is not a manager who tactically should have won a World Cup. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. Hungary, Croatia. Hungary. Croatia would come into its favourites, right? This is almost like, if they were against a big team, I would back them to go through. If this was like Hungary, Croatia, either of them against Spain, I would back them. It's the fact that they're against each other, it makes it really difficult. Mark, good to see you, mate. I'm sure we're literally on Hungary, Croatia, mate. Are you back in Hungary, I dare say? It's what killed England for years, as well as pants managers. Yeah, the obviously we had some of the best players in the world, but the power of friendship was lacking. Yeah, Chad, that's what I mean. They're both better against teams that are better than them. 3-3, Croatia win on penalties. Give me one word, guys. One word who wins this game. I think Croatia is the one I've seen the most in the chat, actually. I have seen Croatia the most. We'll go with that. We beat them recently, but probably tired after the group stage. We don't have too much depth. We all want a poll. We'll do a poll on the next one. I'm going to go Croatia. Sorry, Mark. I do apologise. Spain, Netherlands. Spain, Netherlands. We'll put this one to a poll, but also give me your thoughts as well in the chat. Is the poll up? There we go. Spain might have just a bit more quality. Yes, if you want my opinion, I personally would be going for Spain. Spain 3-1, says Josh. That'd be a nice game to watch. Spain's huge defeat 4-1. By that logic, I'm going with Hungary for the upset. I like it, to be fair. Van Dijk Euros debut, is it actually? That's crazy, isn't it? Mental. Spain are on 61% at the moment. Spain seem to be dominating the early parts of that poll. I think Spain are quite good. I think they're underappreciated. Yeah, we don't need to hang about on that poll. Let's go for Spain. Bosh. England, Czech Republic. England are obviously going to come into that game as favourites. We went through the Czech Republic squad earlier. We're looking at Souček, Kufal. Schick up top, definitely a threat. Particularly with England kind of not having the fully fit centre-back pairing at the moment. AJ, why haven't you mentioned Man United? Why don't they have a chance in the group stages? I don't know, I just feel like Bruno plays forward a lot, right? It'll cost us too much. That's why. 4-2 England. England, Czech, ... is going out. Czech. Getting an England-Iceland flashback. True. England should. And there are banana peels on the way to the final. Czech Republic. I don't think they are the banana peel. I don't know that they have something with Iceland, right? It's the physicality, it's the long throws and things like that. Yeah, I'm going England. Portugal, Italy. For me, my instinct is Portugal. Agree or disagree? 9-0 with 2 from Mainu, 2 from Bellingham, 2 from Foden, 1 from Kane, 2 from Stones. Nice. It'll be an embarrassment if they go out to Czech. Yeah. If you're doing predictions, you're allowed a curveball or two, but I think most people would expect England to beat Czech Republic. Obviously, it might go wrong. Unfortunately, Portugal will win. Yep, and we will ban Manu. Could Italy do something there? Likes of Chiesa. I think Italy struggle for goals though, don't they, at the top end of the pitch. And defensively, they're not what they were. I'm going to go Portugal. This is a nice little game. Austria, Ukraine. 2 of the outside teams, if you like. Is this because we put Austria second? Oh, this ain't going to go down well. Could have been Netherlands. Unlucky. Yeah, Austria, Ukraine. See, my mind says Austria instinctively. That's where my immediate response goes. But Ukraine. Zinchenko, Mikhalenko, both good players on the left. Dovbyk up top. Be interesting to see if Zinchenko actually plays midfield this tournament, because the other day he played wing back. Be interesting to see. I think Austria win here. They should win. They would come into this game as favourites. I think they will actually be better in games where they're underdogs, because I think their out of possession will be strong. okay, let me get my kind of point of view across on Austria. I think they're a team that if it clicks defensively, they can beat anyone at the tournament. I think if they get it even just slightly wrong defensively, they could crash out very early and be bottom of that group we were looking at earlier. That's how I kind of see it. Kind of how I see it. So I'm going to go Austria. I think Austria should do it. Belgium, Scotland. Does anyone want a surprise result here? Anyone want Scotland through? Anyone? Anyone? Any takers for Scotland? Belgium should do it. Belgium should do it. A bit of pressure off them from the last few tournaments. They're kind of out of their golden generation now. Scotland are the sort of team who can weirdly do something out of nowhere. By the way, a bit like how Wales done it at Euro 16. They beat Belgium, in fact, right? Robson-Kanu scored a couple of nice goals. Again, it's one of those ones where head says Belgium, something gives me a Scotland vibe. But Scotland aren't making the quarterfinals. They're not, are they? They're just not. A lot of people are saying Scotland, though. Why does everyone love Scotland in here? Yeah, I hate them. I hate them. I'm sure as a country they're fine. I don't like their football team. I think... Yeah, I think a poll. Yeah, I think you're right, Chad. So, Scotland, Belgium. Oh, I should have read it the other way around, but never mind. What is this UK bias? See, I am someone who... kind of, as a fan of England, I want Wales to fail horribly, I want the Irish teams to fail horribly, and I want Scotland to fail horribly. If we weren't in the tournament, it would probably be different, but... Scottish squad has some areas of surprising strength, but some shocking holes. Yeah, parts of that team are horrendous. I think no Hickey for them at right wing back will be a miss. And Lyndon Dykes as well up top. That's going to be harsh on them. Where's the goal output? Apart from McTominay. Is Robertson going to pop up from wing back and do something? You can't fail with McTominay in the team. Oh, I've got a few years of evidence to suggest otherwise. People are going Belgium though. And yeah, I'm completely fine with that. And then France, Turkey. I'm led to believe Turkey will almost be a home nation at this tournament in terms of the support they're going to get. Which could sway something in their favour, particularly on the vibes of getting through the group. Scotland did beat Spain, yeah. France should win this game. France should win this game. They should win this game. Again, there are banana peels along the way. I don't think Turkey are one of them. Josh is loving the Scotland exit. It should be France. Do you see any sort of potential for a shock result there? Is there anything? Obviously, Switzerland beat France at the last Euros, or was it the one before? No, it was the last Euros, weren't it? Last two World Cups, France have been very strong, but France should win. France should win. Are you guys seeing these quarterfinals? They are absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so it starts off with Germany, Spain. Germany, Spain. From round 16, where I could see some surprise is Scotland, Denmark, or Hungary. Yeah, I'd get behind that. Netherlands, maybe. England, Croatia again, lol. Yeah, hopefully quite a different game to last time, because hopefully we have Jordan Henderson absolutely pinging it all day long. Anyway, we'll start with Germany, Spain. Probably tactically the best game at the last tournament because they represented club football with Flick and Enrique as the two managers. It actually represented club football, the way that presses were used and things like that, but it's very different these days. Now everyone has Germany in their last four. Very aware of that. Poll. Yeah, I'm down for a poll. I am going to kind of get my thoughts out there as well. I think this Spain side is really underrated. Really underrated. Just trying to think through the two teams. Who will Spain's centre back be? What would a centre back pairing be? Is Lenormand likely to be one of them? And who would partner him? It's not actually Enrique as Spain manager anymore. It's De La Fuente, right? I think that's his name. Fuente? I'm sure it is. Used to coach the youth teams of the Spanish teams. He's kind of come through. Has the paint dried yet? It has actually. Yeah, I need to put stuff back today. Yep, we're good. We're good to return. That's why Clubs is back on. Spain's centre back options aren't that great, I don't think. Yeah. This is where Germany crumble with the lack of width, and they won't dominate Spain's midfield. The upset starts here. Germany are on 62% at the moment. I don't think we've got enough people in here to really sway it too much. Guys, if you haven't voted, quickly vote. It takes like a second, less than a second, like 0.2 seconds. Costs nothing, just press it. Quickly vote. Are they taking Joselu? I don't actually know. Like I said, the Spain team midfield moving forward will be Rodri, Fabian Ruiz, Pedri. It will be Morata, Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams. Poll isn't showing for me. Oh, that's awkward. The poll is saying Germany. My head is saying Spain. So what one do I go for? Nagelsmann is way too superior tactically for internationals. I agree. He's too good for international football. He shouldn't be in it. Get him back in club football. Get him in club football. That's where he should be. Guys, what do we do here? Because you guys are saying Germany, but I think Spain. What's the evener here? What do we do? Rock, paper, scissors? What do we go for? What do we go for here? Germany, Spain. I think it's Spain. I think Spain do them. I think Spain do them because I think Spain go and control the ball. And do Germany have the transition threat? Yes, you've got the carrying of Musiala of Wirtz, which will be difficult to stop, and I don't think Spain have the midfield to stop it. But do they have the raw speed and actually goal output in the transition? German side. I'll go with the poll. I'll go with the poll. I think Spain, but I'm happy to go with the poll. We'll go with the poll. Wirtz, Musiala, Havertz. That's what I mean. It's good. It's really good. And like I said, the carrying power in transition will be unreal. It's just... yeah, we'll go with that. Portugal, Austria. Portugal, Austria. Why are you guys hating on me? I literally picked your poll winner. What the hell, man? I kid. Portugal should win this. I think Austria have done well to get to the quarterfinals. I think this is where their rampage comes to an end. If it was Netherlands here, would you say any different? Because that was the group we had like that, wasn't it? Yeah. If it was Netherlands in this position, would you guys still say Portugal? If we go Germany, it'll be too boring because it'll be like the other streams. Yeah, I did want to end up with a different last four, and I think we're going to end up with the same one. But unfortunately, I think what we've got here now is, I think Portugal go through. Chad, I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. Yeah, well done, Austria. You got to the quarterfinals. That's decent. I think Portugal have got the quality to trouble the Austrian press. But the Portuguese play out from the back. I think they hurt them. France, Belgium is France. It just is. It just is. It just is France. England, Croatia. Now, I know what some of you are going to say here. England. England win that game. England win that game. England win this game of football. England win this game. If it was someone else, I might have put different, but I am not going through the pain of Croatia again under Southgate. I'm not going through it. So sadly, it does leave us with the same last four as what pretty much everyone in the world has got. But I'm not mad at kind of what we've gone for here. Croatia are going to defend for 120 minutes and win at pens. Yeah, no thank you. We beat them the last Euros, right? Yeah, we did 1-0. Calvin Phillips assist for Raheem Sterling, first game of the tournament. What a ball from Calvin. Oh, beautiful. Remember that guy, Calvin Phillips? Anyway, I mean, here it's a case of the four best squads at the tournament going at each other, and any of them can win this. Any of these lot can win this tournament. Any of them. I think, again, if we're talking about international football being slightly less tactical and being a bit more down to the individual, these four do have the strongest individuals. Like I said, it's a shame we don't get an underdog here in the last four, because I think there normally is one. There normally is a different team in here. I'm a little bit disappointed we haven't got that. But I think we've predicted it actually what we think will happen. So I think here Portugal would win against Germany. I think that Portugal attack is terrifying. It's terrifying. I'm going to go Portugal. I think Germany have done well to get... no, I don't think there is third place in the Euros. No, I don't think there is. Alright, so Portugal will go into the European Championship finals. France versus England. Now, again, I see how this is going to go. If I say England, I'm called bias, right? I understand that. Don't I care? Not particularly. France, England. France on paper, obviously the better team. Obviously, I think. Better keeper. Better centre-backs. Stones is the best of the lot, but they don't have second and third best. I don't know. He's underrated. England got better right back. Close at left back, depending on how sharp Shaw is. The France midfield is a joke. Tchouameni will be fit by then. Camavinga, Griezmann. It's unbelievably good. The front three is ridiculous. They've been there and they've done it. They know how to do it. This team know how to win games. But I watched the last World Cup. I saw an England side, which in my opinion, outplayed France. I saw a Gareth Southgate team inspired and robbed by the officials. Disgusting decisions, by the way. I saw an England side, which were the better team. And I tell you what, I don't think this France team has advanced since then. Apart from Camavinga. I think this English team has advanced since then. I think Saka is better than he was. I think Bellingham is better than he was. Rice now plays European football for a top side and is more of a possession player. So, you know it's coming, right, guys? It was obvious, right? Manu, cry. No, again, when it comes to that last four, like, it's anyone's game. It really is. It is absolutely anyone's game. Anyone can win that. I think anyone at this tournament, can win it within reason. I think Albania, it might be just out of their reach. But if we actually go back through here, these games, anyone here can do anything. Like Czech Republic could beat England, they absolutely could. Netherlands could beat Spain. Hungary could beat Croatia. Denmark, I could see winning. I could see Italy taking something from Portugal. I could see Turkey going to penalties. Yeah. The delusion will hurt. I think there's a big, big difference between delusion and faith. I think it's a big difference. I think it's a big, big difference. And I think it's an important difference when it comes to this sort of thing. Those are our predictions. I believe we just confirmed it. Imagine if England gets out from the round of 16. Imagine we don't make it out of the group. Portugal muddered? Yeah, they can hold that. We didn't even need to discuss the final because I think it's just obvious who wins that. We all know that Portugal just don't have it. When you've got a fan like Manu behind you, I feel like it just takes something away from your game. Going with your head instead of your heart. England are getting pumped by France. Now, I genuinely don't think this France team is also as good as what people think it is either. I don't think anyone... By the way, I think all these teams are pretty mid. Pretty mid. I'll pay you £1,000 if England makes it to the final. Someone screenshot that right now. Yeah, that's what we're going for predictions. We're obviously having a little bit of fun at the end. I genuinely don't know who I think will go all the way. I do have a feeling that England will do it, but chances are, if I was French, I would sit here and say I've got a feeling France will do it. So, yeah. Josh for the 3-month membership. Josh, thank you very much. No more years of hurt. No more need for dreaming. Please. Please. Please, please, please. Yeah, like I said, this tournament, it should be good fun. I'm going to cover, I think, every single knockout game I will be covering. I will also be covering all the big group games, a game every single day, I believe, in the groups. So let me know which one you want to see. Yeah, with these predictions, don't take it too seriously. It's a bit of fun. We've all seen how horribly they tend to go for most channels. So, yeah, it's just a bit of fun. You have to back your team regardless of how bad they are. Exactly. If I was a Romania fan right now, I would be convinced that we're getting to the quarterfinals. So, there you go. That is how it is. For today's stream, it's a bit of a sharpish end because I've quickly got to disappear and go do something. But, Manuel, what have you done? Manuel, you might want to remove that message, bro. Anyway, yeah, Euros content is going to keep coming. Starts tomorrow night, Germany, Scotland, and I will cover that game the next morning. We've got another stream tomorrow, which is kind of not predictions. We kind of look at some of the teams, a bit more of a preview, if you like, and a bit of an England preview, looking ahead to Serbia as well. Manuel, you're moving crazy, bro. So yeah, plenty of that content coming, but we will keep focusing on United as well, particularly should there be players at the Euros who I think we should sign. We'll cover it. But also tonight, or actually probably quite soon, we've got a video looking at how Ten Hag could rebuild the United defence for a little bit less than £100 million. So look out for that. We're going to do a couple more rebuilds as well. We've also got a Chad 6-month channel membership with the gold badge. Thank you very much, mate. Love that from you. Appreciate the support. Are you on clubs tonight, mate? Brazil will win. Trust. Copa America this summer. Something to look out for. Something to look out for. Anyway. I think we're finished there, right? There's nothing else to talk about. We've done our predictions. We could go into Golden Boot and stuff, but I don't really have time for it at this moment. So, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you have or haven't enjoyed it, to be honest. You might not like what I've said. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. There'll be a United video out in the next hour or so, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.